Battlefield 6 multiplayer reveal event just ended, and man oh man, wow, okay, just simply wow. Battlefield 6 is looking really promising, it's looking amazing. From everything I've seen, this looks like a return to form for Battlefield, and that's exactly what we need. So in this video we'll be going through everything that was revealed and that you need to know about Battlefield 6, including the beta and its rewards, launch date, and plenty more. But just before we get into all the juicy information, if you guys are excited for Battlefield 6, make sure to see for the like button, and while you're down there, make sure to subscribe. We are very close to 5k subs. If you can get it by the end of the year, that would be amazing. Now let's get right to it. Okay, so let's start off with the game modes that will be available in Battlefield 6. First of all, obviously we have multiplayer. It says seize glory in iconic large-scale modes like Conquest, Breakthrough, and Rush. Jump into fast-paced, intense experiences with King of the Hill, Domination, and Payload. Fight in iconic locations all over the world like Cairo, Brooklyn, Gibraltar, and more. And as one of the topic of maps, it has been confirmed that Battlefield 6 multiplayer will officially launch with 9 maps, and those 9 maps include Liberation Peak, Empire State, New Sobek City, Manhattan Bridge, Iberian Offensive, Mirak Valley, Siege of Cairo, Saints Quarter, and finally Operation Firestorm, which is actually a remastered map from Battlefield 3, so that will be returning. Very awesome, not gonna lie to you guys. And when it comes to the game modes, it has been confirmed that there will be 8 modes at launch, which include Conquest, Breakthrough, Rush, Team Deathmatch, Squad Deathmatch, Domination, King of the Hill, and a brand new game mode never before seen in Battlefield called Escalation. However, it doesn't end there just yet, because in the post-launch content of Battlefield 6, expect many more maps and modes to be making their way into the game. I'm not gonna lie to you guys, all of this sounds very interesting and exciting. So basically it's the iconic multiplayer mode from Battlefield that we all know and love that will be returning. That is very awesome. Then you of course have the return of campaign finally, after of course Battlefield 2042 having no campaign. We're back with campaign, and it says global scale campaign, and they say campaign is back. Drive tanks across Sahara, storm the beaches of Gibraltar, defend New York from invasion, join an elite squad of marine raiders fighting relentlessly to save a world on the edge of collapse. And of course you also know that the campaign is going to be between 2 factions, the Pax Armata, which are the villains, and the NATO, which are the protagonists in this game. Again, cannot wait to play Battlefield 6 campaign. As you guys know, they always knock out of the park when they do a campaign. Then we have the third mode, and that is Portal, which was of course first introduced in Battlefield 2042. Take an unprecedented control of your environment by moving, scaling, and duplicating objects. Create your own game mode and custom UI. Design unique multiplayer experiences using NPC scripting. Your creation can rise the ranks to become an official mode. So like I said, basically it's your Portal mode from Battlefield 2042, but times 100. You will be able to do whatever you want, create whatever you want, and if players love your creation, it can become an official mode or even an official map. That is very awesome. So those are the 3 modes that will be in Battlefield 6. But now let's move on and talk about the classes in Battlefield 6. So first of all, we have Assault. The Assault class are frontline killers who punch through defense to open the way for the rest of the team. Enhanced mobility combined with the option to throw on an extra primary weapon makes you a formidable force that can push deep behind enemy lines. Then we have Engineer. Engineers are the deterrent for tanks, helicopters, and jets. Armed with a satchel filled with rockets and mines, this class is all about being a menace to enemy vehicles. They're also only class capable of repairing friendly vehicles, equipment, and weapon placements. Then we have Recon. The sniper stalking the edge of the battlefield for the perfect headshot. The tactician pinpointing enemy positions with drones, planting C4 to cripple tanks and naval buildings, or controlling a laser designator to guide your allies' missiles to the target. And finally, the fourth and final class in Battlefield 6 is Support. The Support class is there to pull you out of the fire, throw down supply crates, and heal you in fights. Support can lay down deployable cover, intercept enemy grenades and missiles, and are the masters of the LMG or the light machine guns. Okay, so nothing out of the ordinary there. All the classes that we know and love from previous Battlefield games will be making their way into Battlefield 6. But with that being said, now let's talk about the total destruction. Of course, you cannot mention Battlefield without destruction, and you cannot mention destruction without Battlefield. They say transform your surroundings for a strategic advantage, more reactive, constant, and tactical than ever before. And finally, we have all-out warfare. Engage in all-out war with Battlefield's legendary mix of infantry and vehicle combat, class-based squad play, and current-edge audio-visual immersion. Okay, so when it comes to features, maps, and all that good stuff, this is everything that will be included in Battlefield 6. Now let's move on and talk about the confirmed beta dates, including the beta preload date and all that good stuff. So, like I mentioned in my previous video where we talked about Battlefield 6, it has been confirmed now that early access for Battlefield 6 will officially begin on August 7th all the way until August 8th, and the only way to get access to this early access Battlefield 6 beta is by 2 ways. First of all, you have to have signed up to Battlefield Labs before July 31st. Your account will automatically have access to the early access beta, and the second way was by watching one of the Twitch streamers stream Battlefield 6 during the multiplayer player reveal event, and if you were lucky enough you would have gotten a code, and those are the only two ways you can get access to the early access Battlefield 6 beta. Unfortunately, even if you pre-order the game you won't get access to it, but then do not worry, because the day after August 8th, August 9th, all the way until August 10th is gonna be the free open beta for everybody. Whether you pre-ordered the game or you didn't, everybody will have free access to it. You can try Battlefield 6, like I said, without pre-ordering the game or having a code or anything like that. It's free and open for everybody. But it doesn't end there just yet, because we'll begin a second weekend of the Battlefield 6 open beta, which will run from August 14th all the way until August 17th, so about 3 days. So in total we'll begin 5 days to try out Battlefield 6, and once again both weekends do not require a code or anything. It's free, it's open, just download Battlefield 6 beta and you can enjoy it for those 5 days. And guess what, the best part in all of this is the fact that the preload starts as early as August 4th. Yes, you heard that right, you can preload the beta on August 4th, so it is ready the second the first weekend of the beta starts. Make sure to not miss it and actually pre-download or preload the Battlefield 6 beta, so it'll be ready to jump in the second the first weekend starts. But guess what, it doesn't end there just yet, because if you actually decide to play the Battlefield 6 beta, you will end up being rewarded once the game launches. Yes, there will be rewards for playing the Battlefield 6 beta. Playing during weekend 1 will earn you the Seeker soldier skin and the all-terrain soldier skin, the Dominion weapon package, the lights out player card background, and more. And for weekend 2 you'll begin the War Machine vehicle skin, the Bat Company dog tag, and finally the striking distance weapon package. Not gonna lie to you guys, some awesome looking rewards. Definitely do not miss out. Play the Battlefield 6 beta, it's free and you will be also rewarded for doing so. And also the beta and the game will only be available on PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X and S, and PC on Steam, Epic Store, and EA app. So yes, they have finally ditched the previous gen, the PlayStation 4 and the Xbox One, and to be honest with you guys, it is definitely about time other games do this as well, because let's be honest, the old gen hardware is only limiting these upcoming games, and with them only focusing on the current gen or the new gen consoles, that being the PS5 and the Xbox Series X and S, is definitely a W move, because they can make these amazing games not only in terms of performance but also visual fidelity. They can solely focus on the new gen hardware and make the best possible game they can, and if they include last gen consoles, then that simply won't be possible just because of the hardware limitations of the old gen consoles. And of course, now let's move on and talk about the most important day in all of this, and that is the launch date or the release date of Battlefield 6. When will Battlefield 6 officially be launching? Well, that will be happening on October 10th 2025. Yes, you heard that right, October 10th 2025. Now of course, this doesn't really come much of a surprise, because it was accidentally officially confirmed by EA themselves. On their legal disclaimer page, they will run a promotion that says it will end on October 10th 2025, and you guys know what that means. When a promotion expires on a date, that means that's the release date. And yes, it was accidentally officially leaked, but now has been 100% confirmed. October 10th 2025 will be the release date of Battlefield 6. I cannot wait for that date. It's gonna be super amazing. Finally seems like Battlefield is back. I cannot wait to jump in and play Battlefield 6. I am super excited, and also will be very interesting to see what Call of Duty will do, because the rumored release date for Black Ops 7 is November 14th, and with Battlefield 6 launching more than a month earlier on October 10th, what will Activision do? Will they push forward the date to compete with Battlefield 6, or will they still keep it as a November release? That'll be very interesting to see. But yeah, with all that being said, now you know everything you needed to know about Battlefield 6, from the beta, from launch date, from the platforms, and all the features and game modes and all that. Again, like I said, I am very excited, and I'm pretty sure you guys are excited as well. And as always, make sure I stay tuned to this channel, because I'll be covering everything regarding Battlefield 6. The next couple weeks and months are gonna be crazy, so make sure I stay tuned to this channel so you do not miss out anything. But with that being said, thank you guys for watching this video.